brilliant?
Want to make your smartphone
Brilliant? One tap creates a virtual wine fine tuner. Another, a coffee refiner. A beauty cream and makeup enhancer.
Wow. Look at your eye.
What a difference.
And with still just a tap, a strength and flexibility harmonizer.
Yeah, I definitely felt something different.
This is the Vitalizer.
In the App Store on any smartphone, a simple download that will embed specific frequencies and vibrations into your phone's light photons and sound waves. Calibrations designed to affect taste.
The Vitalizer one is better than the other one, for sure.
Hydration, absorption,
Feel silkier.
and perhaps most incredibly, your strength, flexibility, and energy. Amazing.
Wow.
Crazy.
Well, salud. I'm loving it.
Go to www.vitalizerapp.com and make your smartphone brilliant.
3D Learner is an integrated learning program that helps identify your child's strengths and challenges. 3D Learner's individualized program for academic and athletic success will significantly improve reading comprehension, test scores, and self-esteem. Contact 3D Learner today for more information. Call 561-361-7495 to unlock your child's true potential. Visit us at 3dlearner.com or call 561-361-7495. The Heart of Delray Gallery, located in the Delray Art Complex, is one of South Florida's top venues for art, culture, music, and private events. The Heart of Delray Gallery is a cutting-edge, 11,000 square foot art exhibition showcasing local artists and artisans with the highest quality of talent and vision, highlighting South Florida's creative arts. Visit us at the Heart of Delray Gallery, 1440 North Federal Highway in Delray Beach. Come, take a tour, book your next private event or fundraiser, or join us for Art Walk the first Friday of every month from 6 to 11 p.m. For more information, give us a call at 561-278-0074. The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors. Well, it's 1 o'clock and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. The team is ready to serve you a huge portion of fun for lunch. So let's break open the lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought, take a seat in the Brooklyn Cafe, and get ready to enjoy the humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of feel-good and happy soup to help your day go by easier and enjoy your break with others around you. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddy S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or dream making. It's the feel-good food you need to help that bagel go down nice and smoothly. If you have a story to share, anything that happened at work or play, a movie review, a restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll-free 888-565-1470 right now. So sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe and let Dawn and Freddy S. get your happy juices flowing.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. I feel like I'm watching Bewitched on television. Welcome to all our friends in South Florida, Atlanta, New York City, Boston, Chicago, LA, San Francisco, but never Hawaii.
Don't you love that song?
We have had an unbelievable morning here today.
It's a bewitching Thursday.
Bewitched this.
Bewitch this.
But I'm going to tell you something about this Thursday. We did the Healthy Credit Gals were in the house doing a show with some of the artists and everything else, and we have a set, and what did I do? You want to see this show? How can we see the show?
You can see our show live streaming on Facebook and Periscope at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. You can find us on the radio or on your iHeartRadio app at 95.3 FM, 1470 AM. And give us a call, 888-565-1470. It is a bewitching Thursday. Did you like that song, by the way?
Yeah.
Is that the one you thought I was going to play?
Absolutely not.
What did you think?
I think it's fantastic.
What did you have in your head?
I have a lot of things in my head.
Oh, that's scary.
But the bottom line is that we have Nancy on the set.
We have Nancy Perez on the set. We have Felice Mink and Giggles.
Giggles. Not for Giggles.
We have Giggles on the
Giggles
set.
and Giggles and Giggles and Giggles. So we have Halloween coming up. And Nancy, who are you, Nancy? Tell us who you are.
I am a second-degree Gardnerian priestess, but on the side I do, I'm a distributor for an essential oil company.
On the side.
I dabble a lot in what's considered plant medicine. That's my specialty.
Plant medicine, Freddy.
So she dabbles, and she's one of the witches of Boca, yes?
Do you know, I look at my set and I think, if
you
anyone
hit
else
me,
would look at this set, I will not hit you in the eye with
I'm going to tell you something. My attorney's all over you.
I was very concerned about your eye, though, this morning.
Yeah, my eye was swollen shut. Thank you very much.
I was very
Took
upset.
a lot of ice.
But you see the set.
Yes.
What do you think people think when they walk in
They think
here?
you are
And it's-
completely insane.
So a Gardnerian comes in. She's the high priestess.
She thinks you're out of your mind.
A priestess.
High priestess is the one that has it already all the way up the top.
She's
They have their own
a
coven.
priestess of Wicca, and I don't even want to ask her what she thinks of my craziness
Well,
because I'm afraid I might sneeze.
No, we need...
And you know what happens when I sneeze? It gets all crazy.
It gets all yucky in here.
Yeah,
But
that's
anyway,
Pixie dust.
besides that, as a priestess, right? Not a high priestess,
A
but
priestess.
a priestess.
Priestess.
I need to know what that means. We're going to get into that. We're going to
Okay.
talk a little bit about the witches of Boca, yes? We
Yes.
can do that? We can do a little bit of that? And then we have Giggles, and we're going to talk about what Giggles have been up to. But before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know, why is it, again, it's 50 degrees, and all I see, snow boots and gloves and scarves.
Which is why I'm still dressed in my winter wear.
Dawn, stop
I'm
it.
in
You
my
know, you
fall
said
wardrobe
that.
for you.
You said that yesterday. I got about 5 emails telling me, "What the hell is she
black.
talking about?"
It's black.
And Dawn, that's not winter gear. But anyway,
I have a jacket over there.
you're the only woman that I know that glued the horn back on this
Well,
tape dispenser, and it's crooked.
How did you know?
It's crooked.
You saw that?
Oh my God! Look, it's bleeding.
Here's the thing. I glued it back on, and then I
Now
even
you're gonna
tried
try to
some of
move
this
it back?
magical tape. But it wasn't on straight.
don't move it. You're gonna
And
break
if
it.
it might break off again.
It's gonna break up. It's leaning. I just want you to know.
So I've got some magical tape from the
Yeah,
unicorn,
you got
and
magical.
we just leave it on the set.
You got crookedness. In the house today, we have tonight. You want
We
to talk
have a
about
big
tonight?
night tonight coming up. We have Elevate, ELEV8, the
I
number
can't
8,
pronounce all that.
TE, with Sunny Arfa. It is a tremendous, enormous meditation launch right here at the heart of Delray Gallery at 1440 North Federal Highway in Delray Beach. Remember, Delray Beach, not the hardware store in Pompano, not the restaurant in Boca, but the art gallery in Delray Beach. Just be specific. I don't know. I think we're expecting upwards of 500 people here tonight. There are about 20 vendors. It's going to be so much fun. We're doing interviews and food and wine. And John with Vitalize Wrap is here with Vinny and Bethany.
Bethany.
Tweety is here
From
with,
Arizona.
with Specky and his magical spinoculars. Deborah
Wait.
Tensions from Eat Better, Live
How do
Better.
you remember
our
all
whole
this?
family is going to be here.
How do
It's
you know?
very
Everybody who's been
exciting.
on the set has been here. It's
Well,
gonna be
isn't
here.
that interesting?
I don't even want to talk about it. But I got Nancy on the set, so I'm gonna ask her about some of that interesting stuff that goes on.
I think it's very interesting. There'll be a whole meditation event, and then it's a free event. So come in between 6 and 9. If you want to stay for the after party, it's a $20 fee for the after party. All I know is we're going to be here and having some fun. It's going to be a long day, but it's going to be a really, really fun day. And I think I'm going to have to put my wands away. Do you know what happens to my wands? People
Yeah.
want them.
Well, Dawn,
I
if
think
you
it's
put
the
it out there,
magic
people are
of what
gonna
we
want them.
have.
People are gonna want the wands. So I tell you to leave the ones they can touch, and the one that they can, you sort of put it to the side.
I think I need to come up with my own line of wands.
You need a public wand.
I need a public
You need a
wand.
public wand
And I'm
and a
going to keep
private
them
wand.
in some vases. And then when you
Yes.
come, you can share in the wand and the magic of what we do. Nancy's laughing because I know no other person would sit on set with a wand. My husband actually said yesterday, "Do you still do that?"
Yes, Chuck.
And I
She
looked
still
at him and I
does.
said, "Of
Yes, she
course."
does.
I think
And-
he's so happy it's all here and it's not at home.
And remember, Dawn, remember what we talked about.
What did you talk
If you hear the noise, and I don't know if it's gonna work, but
about? Your Puerto Rican.
and you call in, did you
rooster.
hear it? Did you hear it? If you hear that noise and you call in 888-565-1470, you too will have a free showing on the Brooklyn Cafe.
At your Puerto Rican cockadoodle-doo.
I don't know where he's from, but okay. But it works.
We had
Fro-
rooster. You told me
sponsored
the
by
first-
Roosters.
You told me the first rooster called us today.
Yeah, that was the first one.
The first rooster? No, you told me they're coming.
Rooster's coming.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm playing this, so that if you call 888-565-1470, you call the station, you tell us your name and company, then sponsored by Roosters, you come in here, you get to talk to us a little bit.
Rooster will be here tomorrow. You would love, both of you would love Rooster, actually. What they do is they're a business that supports local businesses for solopreneurs. And they help get solopreneurs to the next level with networking, with social media,
That's funny the way you say that.
but only solopreneurs.
Solo.
Awesome.
Excuse me?
Solopreneurs.
Can you say that?
I say it fast. Solopreneurs. Solopreneurs.
Come on down. We're going to have some fun. We always have openings for our live studio audience. We have some seats open. Come on any day between 1 and 2 p.m. We are here live streaming at the heart of Delray Gallery. Do you know people still look and they say, what do you do?
I'm sorry. I don't
I don't
know.
know. We just sure have a lot of fun, though, don't we?
We do. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, and
And you
Dawn
know-
Cliff, the wine chick, will be here tonight.
Dawn, the Cliff, the wine chick, she told me she's too busy for me.
She told me the same thing, but she did say she'll bring
Too
us some
busy
wine.
for me, and I'm not gonna let her live that down. Also, we have some interviews going on tonight with some of the vendors, some of the people that are gonna be in here. New Dawn Media is going to be on stage doing her thing, and I'm gonna be behind the cameras. I got some people here. We got a couple of cameras on the set.
You could be an auctioneer
Why?
if you talk any fast, don't you think?
I only got an hour in the show.
You better keep going fast.
We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go.
We gotta go.
Gotta make it going.
All right, so let's get
What's
into
going
our. You have breaking news?
I do not.
You have no breaking news?
I probably do, but I probably forgot. That's how breaking it was.
It was so fast.
It was so
Just
fast.
done.
You know,
Do
you
know
make
why?
you
It's
make
just
my
done.
head spin.
None of the news I hear on TV is worthy enough to repeat it on air. Sorry.
Okay.
It's
All right.
just not what we do.
All right. So listen, come on down. It starts at 6 o'clock. I don't know when it's gonna end. I won't be here till the end, but come on down and enjoy it.
6 to 9. Let's talk about Wicca.
What's that?
Wicca.
What's a Wicca?
What's a Wicca?
What's a Wicca?
Nancy, what is a Wicca? It's not it's Wicca.
What is Wiccaness?
Wicca's like the modern form of witchcraft.
Can we get you closer to the mic, please?
Wicca
Don't be
is
scared,
a
Nancy.
modern
There's only
form
3
of
million people watching
witchcraft. That was, it was started by, well, Wicca has been around for many, many generations and many, many years. But it was revived again by Gerald Gardner. And then it was here in the States by Raymond Buckland. And he wrote several books on Wicca. And a lot of the information that we have is from, you know, the books that he wrote. And he did a lot of shows as well.
Tell us about witchcraft, because some people
I know.
get a little funky.
It has a stigma with
has a
it.
stigma.
Yeah,
Associated, like a negative
witchcraft
stigma.
isn't always bad, right? There's
I
white
could've played
witches,
that song.
orange witches.
Hey, Joe, if you
I
hear
think-
us, maybe we can find the song Witchcraft to take us to break on.
And don't play. What's the guy with the mask?
Fan with the Opera?
No, the movie, the number one, $500 million it made.
I don't know. I'm
The guy that
thinking-
chases you with a chainsaw.
I'm thinking it's Freddy Krueger.
That guy.
Halloween.
Don't play
I'm
that.
thinking
Halloween.
I did not know
old
that name,
school
Freddy.
witchcraft is what I'm thinking. You know, in my head.
Yeah, I don't know anything about your head, but anyway, I got a
Witchcraft.
question for Nancy. Can I talk to Nancy now?
But witchcraft has this connotation, and I truly, when I envision myself, I think of Glinda the Good Witch and Wizard of Oz, and then I think
Glenda the Good Witch.
think about
Yes.
the evil
A
witch
building
as
fell
well.
on
with,
her.
Yeah.
with no, not the Good Witch.
No.
And then I think she's got her wand, and she's got her magical shoes, and her crown.
But
and
wait a minute, wait a minute.
Maybe that's what I'll be for
Hold on,
Halloween,
hold
is
on.
Glinda the Good Witch.
Hold on, before you get into that, I want to know how Nancy, how did you get involved? What, you wake up one day and says you're going to get into Wicca? What is that all about? You weren't born in that, were you?
No, I was born Catholic, actually.
Okay, so let's explore the reason why.
But
Let's
Wicca,
get into the mind
you
of
told me
Nancy.
it's a religion.
Yes, it is a religion. I was born Catholic, but I've always been interested in witchcraft ever since I was a teenager, but I didn't really follow it until I was in my 40s. That's when I started studying. But it's really a nature-based religion. I'm sure you've heard that already.
Now, in the Catholic religion, it is based on Wicca, but it was called something else. What was it called?
He's setting me up
Yeah,
so
you're
badly
setting me
right
up
now.
too. I can't remember.
Do you know what it is?
I don't look at his face. He's like the cat that swallowed the
But you know what?
canary.
You're opening
He's
a
just
can of
waiting to
worms
go-
with that one.
But the bottom line here is
line.
that Halloween, the horns, you know, when you put your two fingers between
Mm-hmm.
people's heads, all of that comes from Wicca, which was called something else. So if you know the answer to that question, 1-888-565-1470 will give out something.
I have Love Arrested from
Are you talking
Dorsville.
about that Halloween itself was called something else?
It was
it's that one.
based on the faith of what Wicca was based upon. It was something that was called a religion in the Old Testament. It was called something. Wicca has been around since the beginning of time.
Yes.
If
it
you know
has.
the answer to that question, give us a call, 888-565-1470. I actually have a signed autographed copy of Love Arrested from Dr. Doris.
Love Arrested. You know, I wish we had, maybe tomorrow we'll talk about Love Arrested. This is a wild chick. They were here at the meeting yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
This whole thing is completely insane. But
So,
we'll get into that tomorrow.
Why don't you tell us what it was before it was Wicca in the Old Testament?
No, it's a question.
Okay.
But
We have to wait.
the nice thing about it is that the Catholic religion is based on it. right? I know my stuff, baby. I know my
I didn't want to
stuff.
open up a can of worms. I really didn't want to.
It's
talk
okay.
about that, but
There's
yeah.
nothing wrong with
There's
it.
a lot of like people used to practice what is considered witchcraft, which is pretty much like they were healers back in the day. And just because people they healed others through natural medicine or through energy work maybe, and they were considered like witches. They were called witches.
And now we call them healers, which is
And then
so...
when Christianity, or like you said, the Catholic religion, when they came out, of course, they tried to get all the people to start coming to, to join the church itself.
Well, the bottom line here
And
is
they've changed a
the
lot.
church changed it to a business.
Exactly.
So they took it off of Wicca and they put it on the church so you can
Exactly.
make money. I'm sorry.
So then
I
How
know.
did the
you're
church
like-
turn it into a business?
The church is the largest business in the world, honey. During World War I and World War II, they controlled all the
Yes,
cigarettes
but we're
during that
discussing
home.
healers versus...
It's a business.
But it's
Nancy's dying
different.
over there. It's not different. It is Catholic business. It is Catholic religion. The Pope is the largest businessman in the world. They know what they're doing. They're in the tobacco business. Do you know that?
Where's this
I don't
going
wanna tell you.
somewhere? I have no idea where
It
he's
doesn't
going.
matter. It's a very
We
big
don't know if we
political
wanna
piece.
touch
But what I want to just stress is that Nancy, at least she's brave enough to say that she is a witch of Boca, and there's some other people in that organization. I love them because you're strong enough to want to talk and say and come on a show. Now you do the oils. You're a business person,
Yes.
right? I mean, you're not a nut.
No.
Because if she was a nut, she wouldn't be on
What's
here.
the premise behind Wicca? We talked about healers. We talked about energy.
Good question.
Felice is a healer. Felice believes in energy in the universe, and I know she does. But I don't think Felice ever says, I'm a witch and I'm a member of Wicca. So tell me the difference.
I guess it's like we follow what my since I'm a Gardnerian, I follow in what Gardner taught.
Which is?
A gardener?
Gardner. Gerald Gardner.
And who was he?
Which is a lot of like ritualistic stuff. He's
Oh,
the
hold
one
on. What's
that
a
revived
Gardner?
Wicca.
Gerald Gardner is
Yeah.
one of the
He's
founders, I
One of the
guess.
founders of Wicca.
Oh, you're basing your belief on somebody else's teachings.
Yes, because
Like-
he was the one that brought it back.
Well, that's
Like
funny
revived
because in the
it.
Catholic
Yes.
religion, you have
And a lot of
apostles.
the
You
information
have
that we have is because of he did a lot of research on it, and he was also a priest.
now there. You know,
Wiccan priest.
Linda and I go to movies every week, right? And there was a movie that we went to see where Wicca was introduced at the beginning of the movie, and they used to kill people in Plymouth. They used to drown them. If you could hold your breath for 3 hours, then you weren't a witch. You
Well,
know
like the
this?
Salem witch trial. So there's so many things. But that's not how you practice.
No.
No, but what I'm saying is that the history of what she does, the history, traces back to the Catholic religion and the pagans.
The pagans, yeah.
And that is the answer
That
to
was
the
around
question.
before
You mean the
even the Catholic
non-believers?
religion.
Is this why we see witches
Okay,
with
now-
black hats on Halloween?
Now, here you go. Pagans are not non-believers. The problem with pagans is they were too much believers, not non-believers. They will have you believe that pagans were bad people, that witches were. And Nancy's laughing because you know I'm telling you the truth. The pagans weren't bad. They
I never said they were bad.
They taught the Catholic religion Catholicism. It is the horns in the back of the head. Halloween is a pagan tradition.
Yes, it is, which is why we don't celebrate it. Traditionally, if you were Jewish, it is considered a pagan holiday.
That's another story.
Well, no, because
The
it is a
Jews didn't
religion.
want anything to do with the pagans because the pagans are stronger than the Jews. And I don't get me
We
started.
don't get started on religion because
Don't
I don't
get
know
me
where
started.
you're going. Oh boy.
Because if you get me started, there is truth to history.
Yeah, it all dates back. If you do research and you go back far enough, you find everything. All
That's
answers
and the
to everything.
truth. Now, do you know that the Catholic religion is missing 24 books?
I did not.
There was a lot of things to Catholicism, Catholic religion, the business side of it. The Jews, you know, Christ was a Jew.
Yes, he was.
And the Catholics and the Jews, they have the disagreement on the Messiah. But the part I never understood is that at least the witches and the pagans get it right. If you love one another, it doesn't matter if you believe in the Messiah, you believe in one another. And that is the reason why the
Oh, wait,
pagan
it sounds like what we
history
say
was
every
killed.
day.
Every day.
It's called being humane to each other. It's humanitarianism, kindness, and love.
So you are the only Jew in Boca who's a pagan.
No,
Do
I
you
think
realize
a lot
that?
of Jewish
Yeah, I
people
think
believe in
she's not
kindness
alone.
and love.
Giggles, you hear what I'm saying?
Yes, I
she
do.
is actually a pagan belief
You mean
in
I'm
the Jewish
humanitarian?
trait.
So it's a pagan belief.
Nancy,
to
you
believe
correct me
in
if I'm
love.
wrong, Nancy.
That
Correct.
sounds about right.
That's all right. She's dying over there because they got it right. We got it wrong. Now, one of the things I like about what Linda took me is she took me to unity. What unity says, God's word is God's word. It doesn't matter if you're Jew, Hindu, black, green, purple, orange, doesn't matter. It just matter. It doesn't. It matters that you're human.
Absolutely.
And that is the trait.
That is all that matters, is that we are kind to each other. We have belief in something larger than ourselves. Doesn't matter what it is.
Now, if you walk into temple and you
and
say
I said that,
oh my goodness gracious!
And on that note, Rabbi, we're going to go to commercial break. Give us
Rabbi.
a call, 888-565-1470.
Rabbi, peace out, baby.
Awesome.
Rabbi,
We'll be
chill
right
out,
back.
baby.
Oh my God, this turned into a whole religious thing.
That sly, come
Thank you,
hither
Joe.
stare, that strips my conscience bare. It's witchcraft.
Sit back, relax, and breathe while breathing in the benefits of salt in our invigorating Salt Oasis. The Salt Suite of Boca Raton provides 100% natural treatment for sinus, respiratory, and skin conditions. From the adult relaxation lounge to a children's playroom, salt therapy opens up sinuses, lungs, and flushes out allergens and pollutants for all ages. Give us a call at 561-288-0481. Mention the Brooklyn Cafe and receive 2 visits for the price of 1. Call now to book your appointment. 561-288-0481. TheSaltSuite.com. What is Debercise? With over 25 years of personal training experience and workout techniques, Deb Varsalone invites you to Debercise. Debercise comes to you from the privacy of your own home or group training facility. Debercise can meet your individual fitness needs, offering one-on-one, non-impact resistance training, post-surgical strengthening, to higher-level boot camp and weight training. Debercise will meet your personal fitness goals at any age. Contact Deb at 561-307-9283. Schedule an initial consultation and get ready for a stronger, healthier you. 561-307-9283. Sonia Hankin is the confidence expert and passionate guide to men and women who struggle with unworthiness, lack of confidence, and self-doubt. As a holistic psychotherapist and master integrated life coach, Sonia Hankin will help you unlock your confidence so you can make the changes you desire and feel good about yourself no matter what life throws at you. You can work with Sonia via phone, Skype, or in person. Contact Sonia at 954-214-8991. Enough is enough of not feeling good enough. If you want to find your voice and step into your power, call today for a free 30-minute session. 954-214-8991 or visit her at soniahankin.com.
Health and Vitamin Concepts can help balance you through an innovative, non-invasive biomeridian assessment that measures the energetic properties of your body and naturally corrects the imbalances. Offering a complete thyroid, hormone, and nutritional profile, Health and Vitamin Concepts identifies the specific vitamins and herbs in the exact amount your body needs. Call for more information, 561-392-8448, or visit online at healthandvitaminconcepts.com. If you're ready to have more energy, better health, and a greater sense of well-being, make an appointment today at Health and Vitamin Concepts in Boca Raton at 7152 Barracassa Way. Call 561-392-8448. That's 561-392-8448.
Those fingers in my hair, that sly, come hither stare, that strips my conscience bare. It's witchcraft.
It's witchcraft. Welcome back to the Brooklyn Cafe TV. Joe, thank you for that.
Oh, who put that together?
It came in my head, and
That
Joe heard
is
me.
the best. I love. You know, Joe, you're doing an outstanding job. I'm going to talk to Bob today to give you a raise. That was
I like that.
fantastic.
Freddie says, "Where'd you get that from?" It popped in my head. Where'd all these crazy ideas come from? My head. It's a scary
God
place
help.
inside there.
You know, off camera, we were talking about what Nancy does and giving her a lot of credit for coming on here and talking about what she does. And if you are an educated person, you will not judge people ever. Ever. But the pagans had it right. So
Why?
because they taught the truth. They don't talk about, money. They don't talk about the business side of religion. They don't kill people because you're not a Catholic. You don't kill people because you're not a Jew. It's not about that.
It's about being humanitarian.
That's right. It's about...
And Felice has a question, so I'm going to let you ask it.
Sure. I want to hear more about why
the word witch is considered more of a negative connotation as opposed to a healer. It sounds more of like a positive connotation, but it sounds like it's the same thing. So why did that happen?
I know. Like I said, I took a seminar at a pagan gathering that we go to. It's a festival, and then one of the seminars, like one of the authors that was there, that he was speaking about it, is like witches were considered like, they were called like pharmakute, which is a Greek word or a Latin word, and it means like a person that works with plants and like the elements, and they're a healer.
Right, sounds
but
like
for
pharmaceutical.
some reason, yeah,
right?
but for some, I think it's like it has to do with Christianity. They're the ones who have made like something negative when they weren't. We weren't never nothing negative.
Where did the word witch come from then, as opposed to that
Plymouth.
word that you just used?
It came from
based
Plymouth.
out of pharmaceutical.
It came from Plymouth
everyone
Rock.
came over here?
No, what happened was that what happens is that the pagans used to be farmers. And the essence of the soil is what keeps you alive. You know, my father's living truth to this. My father has blood clots in his lungs, and nobody could figure out how they got there. It's because he ate selenium from the earth. So my father followed pagan traditions. He's not a pagan. He doesn't know what that means. But the bottom line is that witches you had to give them a negative connotation because you were moving everybody to Christianity. So what happens is that they murdered, that's a bad word, I'm sorry, I don't mean that. They moved to these systems of removing people who did not believe. And the word witch was created. Halloween is something that the pagans celebrate as a holiday to keep away evil spirits, not to enhance people walking a mask.
Right.
Do you know, for Halloween, I don't like the dark side of Halloween. Of course I don't, because I'm Glinda the Good Witch. I don't like the dark side of Halloween. I will like a Disney Halloween. I like the fun and the costumes in a childlike Halloween. I don't do the skulls. I don't like the cemeteries. I don't like that side of Halloween.
I'm with you on that, Dawn.
But she doesn't like the dark side.
I don't either.
I don't do the dark side.
But Giggles, you know, the opposite of light.
You have to have dark
Giggles,
to have
my lady,
light.
you know that.
You have to have both.
The opposite of the light, you gotta have the yin and the yang.
Yes,
you must
do.
have the dark side.
You do, but
How
that
do you
doesn't mean
know-
we have to like it.
Well, it doesn't mean you have to like it, you gotta respect it.
That's
You have to
why
respect
you
it.
take the dark side, and I take, just like Rochelle Schwartz
How
always
come
says.
I always get to
I'll
the
be on
dark
Dawn's
I am
side.
always
Stay
on
in
the dark side.
You're on the dark side. You're like Darth
I'm not
Vader.
afraid-
You
but
take
I'm not
the dark
afraid of the
side,
dark
I
side.
take the light.
But I'm not afraid of the
I
dark
know.
side. Dark side doesn't mean anything. Humans make it dark.
But are there two, and I don't want to
Well,
say
it's the meaning that
witchcraft,
we
but
give
there's
everything.
There's two, I mean, you always think there's the good witches, and then there's the
But
dark
you're
side witches.
categorizing
Well, that's
that.
why I'm
It
asking.
isn't
But I
good
think
witches
in
and bad
everything
witches.
there's good
No.
and bad. There's
There's
in
no
all
such-
religions there's good and bad.
It's based on intention, right?
But there
What
is
your
no such
intention
thing as a
behind what
good witch and a bad witch. There are good people, there are bad people.
Yes.
Well, I want to go back to this idea of religion, because in my head, as religion, it's whatever religion you
Hey,
believe
Nancy,
in.
you got her head.
You pray to a higher being, a higher God, whatever that God is. In Wicca, it's considered a religion. What is the higher being?
The higher being is our lords and our lady, our gods and goddesses. We have different pantheons, and we work with different ones based on what we're trying to bring about or bring into fruition.
So does it go back to the origination of the gods and goddesses that we talked about, the mythology that I told you the other day that, you know, they do still exist?
Well, I'm gonna ask Nancy.
Or
different-
are
Like
they
in
the high
Hindu?
priestess? Are they people that are currently now here with us?
Who are they?
Who are they? Are they the higher beings that we don't see, but we physically believe they're there? Or are they the physical beings like your high priestess and those other people of your covenant?
No, they're the higher beings.
The higher beings,
The
okay.
gods and goddesses.
Well, to enhance her question, do you still follow traditions of the pagans? Have you developed a new senses of what's going on because of today's world?
Some things, as in, you mean like that they always talk about, like the universe and.
Absolutely, that's what the
I
pagans did.
I do speak like that a lot.
How
Do you?
is it that you practice on a daily basis with the Wiccan?
I usually have an altar set up with my god and my goddess, and I always thank them, or I take time out during the day, just like many other religions. I thank them for that day, for their blessing, for being alive. I'm grateful for it, and I make an offering, depending, or I might do a working if I'm looking for something, maybe some energy work for somebody.
So what would an offering be? Like a food or
something
an
that they
object?
like. If you look in certain books, there's certain correspondences or things that each god or goddess likes. Like Hecate, for instance, I work with her a lot, and she likes garlic is one of them. And I think it was a flower, but it's a very rare flower that it's hard to get. So, or an apple too.
So Nancy, let me ask you a question. Do you, how is it that you see then the future of what you do? Now, for you to come on stage and talk about the Witches of Boca, and we'll get to you in a second, Giggles. You haven't been forgotten. It's
I
just,
don't feel forgotten.
it's just that this is a.
Well, look, she's asking questions. She's now coming
She's
to
interviewing.
our site. She's interviewing. It's all
But
good.
it's fascinating to see that someone like yourself, because others have been on this show and they will not speak about this kind of material. But do you see it changing? Do you see?
I do see it changing, and I understand the fact that we cannot say much because it's a mysterious religion and there's secrets of it unless you belong to it.
And you're a
So
priestess.
I understand that, yes.
Which is in the level of higherness.
Yes.
And how do you get there?
I went to, when you study Wicca 101, then you get initiated.
Wicca 101?
A year and a day after that, you get initiated and you become first degree.
And how long
then
have you
when
been
continue-
Wicca?
I've been about 6 years. 5 or 6 years.
Really?
Yeah.
So every year
And you have
move to a higher
kids.
level.
I have kids, and my daughter is a first degree.
Really?
Yes, and I'm happy because I always allowed my kids. I want my kids to believe what they want to believe in. You know, I never wanted to push a religion on them. And I know that we're taught from a young age, being brought up Catholic, we're taught that we teach our kids the religion.
Do you go to
I
church?
wanted them to. I don't go to church. My church is nature.
We have
what
Sarah
Wicca's are.
Spiritual's going to be one of the vendors here tonight, and
Yes.
Sarah has a 3-hour show with you on Wednesday nights.
Absolutely,
And
yes.
she has visions, and she does readings for 3 hours, and she'll be doing mini readings here tonight.
That's amazing.
Do you have the same visions? Do you?
No, I don't.
No, it's a
like
different-
everybody has
Well,
different
that's
gifts.
why I'm asking
It's,
what.
it's
what
a
is your
different deal.
gift?
Sarah deals with the
I
spirituality.
do
of
the
it.
plant medicine. That's
So you-
my gift.
Okay, so you heal more with plant medicines, your oils.
Yes.
And then and we're going to talk about your oils in a second, but before we do that, let's get Giggles in the
Let's get
conversation.
Giggles in the
That's
conversation.
right. I mean, I could talk about Wicca all day
Well,
long.
Giggles Felice Minkin is a healer. She's a health coach. She's part of the tribe that healed you.
That she did. She
and
was part of my
got you on the
tribe.
track to better health. You had a whole tribe. You still do.
I
but
had a
gosh,
bunch of
we
people
called
helping
in-
me. I'm going to tell you, I couldn't eat a cookie.
We called in the forces for you, and you know what?
Yeah.
It worked.
It
It
did-
worked.
it did work.
You
Absolutely
did the hard
did.
work, but everyone came in to help.
Oh, the bottom line is that everybody gave me a good antidote to my problem. And sometimes when you're doing the wrong thing for a long time, which you know I did,
The Freddy food plan.
everybody was telling me the same thing. I mean, they taught me even how to buy water. Jeez Louise. Even how to buy the right water.
Yes.
Yeah, but you were ready. It can never happen
Well, honey, you
unless
know,
you're ready.
when you're about to die, you get ready
You
real
were ready.
quick.
Believe me, there are people who are about to die and they're still not ready.
She's
But
right.
you were
yeah,
ready.
you have to be. It
You were
has to
ready.
be the moment for you, because some people you speak to them about like natural alternatives and they're totally against
Yeah,
it. It
but
doesn't
Nancy-
matter if they're going through.
Nancy, you got to understand something. I was a ketchup addict. And I got rid of that.
Ketchup addict.
A ketchup addict. I used to eat stuff. I mean,
That'd be the high fructose corn syrup addict you
Yes.
yeah, the high fructose,
that
whatever.
too.
It was the stuff that was in there. But I would eat 4 Big Macs. I had no problem eating. I was 254 pounds. I had no problem eating the Freddy
were.
diet.
And what are you now?
I went down to 193. But I lost weight without suffering. And that's the difference. And Giggles was a big part of that. And Coach was also a big part of that.
Leslie.
And you were a big part of that. And Linda as well at home. I mean, nobody. And Sarah, I want to thank you because Sarah tells Linda, you're going to kill him. You can't eat this, can't eat that, can't eat this, can't eat that. And you can't. And you have to control what you eat. So, but diabetics, there is another way.
But we're talking about energy and wellness and how and plant medicine and spirit and everything that you do. We even had the living foods here with Sunny on Wednesday.
That's right.
About eating healthy. And I said, I'm not a foodie. I don't really like food because it never tastes good to me. It's kind of like, why bother?
Yeah,
I
she
just-
walks around with a chocolate bar.
Really,
I don't want to talk to her
truly
about
just
that.
eat to survive.
No, you need to eat
Yeah.
chocolate.
And you're into wellness and fitness and
Yeah.
Wellness by Felice. You are a health coach. You work with
Yeah.
all of these.
And you weigh
elements.
100 pounds under the sun.
Wet, I know.
Well,
I mean, hello.
and I like food. I eat a lot of food.
What
do?
is happening
Yeah.
in your world?
My world. Well, I've been doing a lot of speaking lately over the past months, just talking about women in self-care, how it affects your health, and healthy eating for busy people and breaking free from sugar addictions. And in November, I'll be speaking about stress and how to manage your stress through nutrition and lifestyle and self-care. So just spreading the word of wellness and helping people make some shifts.
We need to get you in touch with Rooster, because I think what you do is right in line with what they do as a solopreneur.
Yeah.
And health coaches and massage therapists and everything they talked about yesterday.
I'll talk to them.
Goes with giggles.
But then in January, we'll be doing vision boarding. So we want to do some future.
But that's what I was just going to ask you about that.
Yeah.
You know, there are 2.3 million health coaches.
Yes.
And the problem is that every health coach out there has a different philosophy, and I'm not kicking them. But you have to have a different wrinkle. You know what I'm saying? You got to be a little bit
Well, you know
different.
what it is with me? I always go back to the why and what is going on underneath it all. If somebody wants to lose weight, if their thyroid is out of balance, if they're eating so much sugar, it's not just about the food. So if people come to me and they just want to work with the food, I'm not the right person. If they want to get into why they got there in the first place and what is your belief system and how are you treating yourself,
Right.
I'm the one, because then we kind of dig deep. And it takes some courage to do that.
But I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
The thyroid is a very important organ, and it creates a humongous amount of problems for people.
Yes.
Humongous.
Well, it doesn't create problems.
No, it's a problem.
We create problems with the thyroid.
But the thyroid, when they tell you to take your meds and you don't because you think the thyroid is not important, it's very important.
It's very
important in diet, in blood. It's important in your weight.
Energy.
Do you know that the thyroid is right here, and why so many women have thyroid problems?
Where is it?
Well, it's your throat chakra.
It's your throat chakra. It's when you cannot find your voice.
Speaking your truth.
It's speaking your truth. It is a blockage in finding your voice and speaking your truth, which is why so many women, look at your face, have a thyroid disorder.
Yes,
because,
but women...
And it's the antithesis of what we do here. It's why we have our open mic. It's why we work with so many women empowerment.
Yeah, but women do not understand that when they tell you you have to take care of your thyroid because it's out of whack, they don't. I wish I had enough fingers on my hand with people who do not take the warning signs.
I think more and more people are becoming aware. It's actually
think
becoming
that?
very trendy. Yeah, there's
I
so
think
many
you and I
articles.
had to coach together on this piece.
Okay,
More people are becoming more empowered.
More articles are
reading
coming out.
labels.
And when you think about the oils that you work with, I know when Elena was here from Tampa, she talked about the different chakra oils and how it opens up the different blockages of your major chakras.
You deal with that too?
I know a little bit, but not much about the chakras.
I do.
Well, you see this lady next to you?
I understand that that's where energy.
We can teach each other.
I think
work with
that we
the
should
chakras
open
with
up a
meditation.
line of chakra oils.
Oh,
You can
work with
actually-
Daphne
They're like
on
the
that.
same oils, but you like use certain ones.
She can actually take these oils already that she has.
Yeah, but I
and
think
use
you need
them.
to show her how it
Manage.
can work.
Yeah, we use
and we
them
put
with
a
the
whole
meditation.
campaign together.
We could do a visualization meditation.
A
of
visual-
oil.
a visualization.
Chakra.
That would be awesome.
Look, you got everybody all excited.
But it's important. Listen, Daphne, I love Daphne.
From Health and Vitamin Concepts.
I love her. You know, you got to go visit her where?
She's on Barracosta Way. She's on the southwest corner of Palmetto Park and Powerline Road. Health and Vitamin Concepts.
And you have to go and do the biomeridian.
The biomeridian testing.
I'm going to tell you something. Everybody will tell you, oh, everybody does that. Yeah, I know somebody who does it. It doesn't matter.
Is today.
It doesn't. It doesn't matter who does it. It matters who reads it. Reads the results. It isn't about the test. Jeez Louise. I wish I had a nickel.
It is like the interpretation of spirit. It's the interpretation of what we all believe in. It's the messages you receive. It is understanding the clarity of the messages given.
If you know how to read the biomeridian, you'll be surprised at what you can do. And she knows her stuff.
Yep.
And I'm telling you this from my heart. I'm telling you this because she saved my life. Okay, so I wouldn't say this lightly about anybody. I know people think I'm nuts and everything. I'm not nuts. Because I'm going to tell you, when you see a door and it's dark on that side and they ask you which side you want, I'm going to tell you stay on this side. Go see
Daphne at Health and Vitamin Concepts.
I think
Unbelievable.
the people that think that you're nuts are the people that have not gotten that knowledge yet. You know, because I think many of us, maybe years ago, we used to think that way. We used to see somebody that was more enlightened or was more aware or in tune, and we used to think that they were like a little loopy. I'm
You know
guilty
what?
of that
Let's
one,
talk
too.
about enlightenment from
Do you
past
know
lives
Nan-
when we get
do you
back
know
from
Nancy's
commercial
part of
break.
that
I
stuff?
do. Let's talk about getting re-enlightened. We're going to take a quick commercial break. 888-565-1470, and we will be right back.
Yeah, I want to tell you what's funny is like how you were saying about the skulls. I used to feel that way too.
Rochelle Schwartz is a certified emotional relationship coach who's been trained and certified by the world-renowned Ford Institute and has been facilitating coaching workshops for 17 years. She specifically works with women in their 50s and beyond who are ready for radical self-care, powerful and loving relationships, including relationships with themselves and others. Certified in Healing Your Heart, Future Focused, Courage, Blueprint, and Best Year of Your Life. An integrative leader, Rochelle has also been featured on The Oprah Winfrey Show and in numerous magazines, newspapers, and other local TV shows. You'll walk away with more happiness, freedom, and love. Rochelle is your secret agent of change. Contact her directly at coachrochelle@comcast.net or online at www.rochelleschwartz.com. Or you can call her at 954-464-7017. That's 954-464-7017.
Does your child learn best when they see and experience information? Is your child smarter than indicated by test results? 3D Learner is an integrated learning program that helps identify your child's strengths and challenges. 3D Learner's individualized program for academic and athletic success will significantly improve reading comprehension, test scores, and self-esteem. Contact 3D Learner today for more information. Call 561-361-7495 to unlock your child's true potential. Visit us at 3dlearner.com or call 561-361-7495. The Heart of Delray Gallery, located in the Delray Art Complex, is one of South Florida's top venues for art, culture, music, and private events. The Heart of Delray Gallery is a cutting-edge, 11,000 square foot art exhibition showcasing local artists and artisans with the highest quality of talent and vision, highlighting South Florida's creative arts. Visit us at the Heart of Delray Gallery, 1440 North Federal Highway in Delray Beach. Come, take a tour, book your next private event or fundraiser, or join us for Art Walk the first Friday of every month from 6 to 11 p.m. For more information, give us a call at 561-278-0074.
The witch doctor, I was in love with you. And then the witch doctor, he told me what to do. He said that
Thank you, Joe. That is Witch Doctor. Joe's having a good time with us right now. Welcome back to the Brooklyn Cafe. You can find us on 95.3 FM, 1470 AM, and live streaming on Facebook and Periscope. I'm going back to the OG wand right now on the Brooklyn Cafe TV. We are here with Nancy, and we are here with Giggles, Felice Meekin. I want to get back into enlightenment. And you briefly touched on why we don't like Halloween and what it represents now.
I got a question for you.
But many, back in the day,
I got a question for you.
Back in biblical times, there were healers and spiritual energies, and people believed in more of the energy. They're more enlightened. Yeah. And things changed. And now we're on our cell phones, and we believe in this physical world of more and more things. How do you get back to the enlightenment side?
I think it's just being more connected with like a higher power, something that's bigger than us, or being connected to the universe, like Freddy was saying.
What do you think, Felice?
I think it's a little bit what Nancy was saying earlier about how Mother Earth is the healer. Yes. I just went to Colorado, actually, and I was hiking, and just walking, breathing, looking, feeling, touching, being out in nature will ground you, and it will make things go away. It will make your head calm down.
So believe it or not, you believe in the pagan.
I guess I do. Yeah. I do believe that nature is a healer.
But that's what they do, right?
Oils.
Yes, is that correct?
They're plant-based.
Now
We're
I
from nature, and plants are from nature. And
right,
I'm sorry.
And there's energy.
Yeah, there's energy.
Now
that's why they say about, I'm sorry, about
I have the $24 million question.
Was that the question you wanted to ask me?
I got a $24 million question.
Oh boy.
Now, you go to temple.
I do.
Right? Because you told me stories about the rabbi and the whole nine, right?
The whole nine, yes.
And I'm gonna tell you, it ain't cheap to go to temple. It ain't cheap.
Yeah.
No, it ain't cheap to go to Catholicism either.
No,
okay.
Because it is a business, as you said.
And there you have it. But do you realize that you follow pagan rituals? Halloween.
Traditions, yeah.
Tradition. Do you like Halloween? Your kids used to go out trick or
They
treating.
went trick or treating, but
That's not a Jewish trait.
Exactly, which is why I know when they went to temple school, there was no Halloween. But
there is none.
But the interesting thing is, we have Purim, which
You
talks
have what?
about
Purim. It's a
Purim,
holiday.
which is a holiday where you get dressed up, and it talks about.
It's not in the Bible.
The Haman.
Haman.
Or it's
It
not
is in the
What is
Bible.
the book? No, it's not.
Purim.
No, it's not.
There's Esther and Mordecai and
It's a whole story.
and the Grogger and the evil.
It was rewritten to include it. I'm just being honest with you. Okay, so
But
you
what is
follow,
your $1 million question? Your $24 million question.
if you
sorry.
are a Catholic, I mean a Jew,
Yes.
and you are a traditional Jew, you go to everything else, you go to temple and everything else, and you pray to the rabbis, whatever.
We don't pray to the rabbi.
You know
but
what I
yes,
mean? You wear that little funny hat and everything
pray
else.
with
Okay.
Hanukkah.
With the
We
rabbi.
pray with the
Okay.
rabbi. We don't
so,
pray
So
to the
if
rabbi.
if rabbi was standing here,
Uh-huh.
a sacred man,
Yes.
and women can't touch the rabbi.
And
Hey, women cannot touch the
in
rabbi.
Reformed religion, you can, yes.
Reformed. Oh, there's a reform.
There are different levels.
I didn't get the memo.
All of them, just
Okay.
not
But the Orthodox,
Just not the
you do
Orthodox.
not.
I mean, the
That's the
Catholics,
rabbi.
you can beat up on the Pope. It doesn't make a difference.
But what's your question?
The question is that you follow pagan rituals.
Why do you think that?
No, that's my question. What do you think that?
Well, pagan rituals meaning what? That I believe in humanitarian
Halloween?
and everyone is created
Let's start with
equal and
Halloween.
we should all be love and kindness
Start
to
with
each other.
Halloween.
Halloween to me is just an opportunity for kids to get dressed up and go trick or treating.
Okay, so
Period.
that
It's a
is a
traditional
pagan.
side.
That's a pagan tradition.
Okay.
When you put the heads in the back of the pictures that you've done to me about a gazillion times.
Gazillion.
I think we're
Because
letting.
it's
I
like
think we're
Easter.
just letting go
Easter
of
as well.
labels. you
Right.
know? I
It's
don't
all
think-
about
You
labels.
don't have to have a
What did
label.
you say, Nancy?
I was saying Easter as well with the eggs.
Right.
That's a pagan
That's a
tradition.
pagan tradition.
Oh,
You
like
don't
this?
have to
not
have.
about
Don't throw that at
Like
me.
the golden goose?
There you go. The golden.
Do
egg.
not throw that at
It's
me.
amazing. My props work for everything.
So you have pagan traditions on the table. Do you know that?
the egg? The
Yes.
unicorn. Tell me what my unicorn is a pagan tradition.
Pagan tradition.
Why?
In the pagan tradition, the unicorn was life.
Really?
It is symbolic of something that is different that every man used in the day. We used the car today. In the day, they used the horse. So they put a horn on
I was
it.
going to say they rode a unicorn. Really? Maybe I was from back in the day.
No, they read the magical horse.
The white magical horse.
Ah, you called it white magical, but it is tradition. And Nancy's laughing over there because you know it's true, right?
But Nancy was bringing up something interesting about how you put your feet in the ground.
Yes,
Do you
about
wanna-
grounding. Yeah, it's
Talk
good to
about
do it every day because you ground yourself, and the earth, Mother Earth, has energy, and we're from nature.
There's actually
that's
science
why.
behind
Yes.
this now. There's
And
studies that
runners
show.
who run barefoot because they're connected, and the sneakers that help you feel the earth more when you run, right?
Yep.
Part of and Badass Running Company. I think you're watching us. It's part of connecting to the earth and feeling the energy come through your feet because it's all about Freddy feet.
Yeah, it's a way to rejuvenate. You can go outside for 5 minutes, stand in the grass barefoot, and literally just feel it. You can touch a tree and feel it.
Yes.
If you stop and you listen.
I actually had read somewhere that like plants are very intuitive, and like when they sense that we are stressed, they actually release something into the air to calm us down. Like when you're walking in the woods, let's say, it's like they sense us. They're living beings.
Yeah.
We don't see them that way. We see them like, oh, it's
And
just
isn't
a
there
tree.
something with the ocean also, with the ions from the ocean?
Yeah,
I forget which
know.
is
It's
positive or
something-
negative.
I know
but-
it's good to live on the ocean just because it's positive. Is it positive or
Positive
negative?
ions?
Negative
I don't-
ions. I don't recall.
Well, you think about the energy.
But it's very
and,
good.
And when the hurricanes came through, it was the animals that felt it first. The vibration that comes from the earth, if we sit and listen to the
Yes.
quiet of what it is.
Listen to the silence.
Silence, quiet, whatever
We're
you want to
always
hear.
Let the quiet
Oh,
to
yeah.
You
silence.
can kind of feel it.
Silence.
You get that gut feeling, like you feel a storm is coming. That's your intuition.
Which is why I told everyone it was not coming, and my kids told me it was not prudent to have hope and think that way. And I'm like, no, it's not coming.
But do you know the funny thing is that the after effect of the hurricanes is still with us.
Yeah.
It is because those that did not believe it was coming, it has affected them negatively. You know, now. And again, I'm only telling you things that I've been living through. When I went to Puerto Rico, when it was a Puerto Rico, and we went to San Juan, we used to walk in backwards into the ocean.
Backwards.
For that reason.
What was-
exactly what Nancy talked about. That's why it's good to live on the ocean. It's supposed to change your thought patterns and everything else. Again, traditions. I didn't know that.
Backwards.
You walk in backwards.
And what
What was that supposed to do?
What does that symbolize?
Because when you walk into the ocean forward,
Yeah.
you're living life forward. When you walk in backwards, you're getting rid of the past.
Oh, like releasing.
Exactly.
I know the ocean is very cleansing too, as well.
People used to take baths in it, and then used to go to the brook. They still do it in Puerto Rico.
Don't they baptize in the ocean?
They baptize. We also do the mikveh in the Jewish religion.
Well, they did it in the lakes. They did it in the ocean.
It's the salt that's cleansing.
That's right. I was at a restaurant with Linda. We were eating in Fort Lauderdale or something, and there was this big gathering on the beach. And I said to her, "What the hell is that?" She says, "I don't know." So we went there, and they were baptizing people. So I said, "Ho! I'm here. Gotta go." And I went in my clothes. And the guy went, "Sure." He says, "Have you ever been baptized?" I said, "Does it matter? I'd like to be baptized again." And they right in the ocean, right there. And they praying. Awesome. There's a whole group of people.
But you know, and everyone's going to be crazy when I say this right now. The diversity of religions between Catholicism and Christianity and Judaism and all of these religions that we have, there are so many similar cultures if we actually stop
and think. It all
and
comes from the same.
Yes, because you talk about baptism and you talk about conversion in the Jewish religion. You talk about so many things that are done in the bathing of the salt water.
Yeah.
Didn't we talk about the chicken and the egg yesterday?
Yeah, which came first?
Well, you got to have
the
one.
rooster.
You got to have one.
I don't know. Rooster said they just laid the egg.
The rooster said you have to lay the egg?
But then you said who fertilized the egg, not who what.
Well, how can you just have one? There has to be something that started it all. Yes?
Or do you believe Or do you believe that the creation, God just created the chicken?
The first one?
If you call in 888-565-1470 right now, we'll put you on the air.
But so many religions do overlap. If we actually stopped and thought, okay, maybe
But they're all from one.
Yes, I understand they are,
Oh my
but I don't think
goodness
people
gracious.
stop and think about that.
Right.
Because everyone's so busy
criticizing the other one.
Because you have to make it business. The pagans were the first. Everything came from that. And you had to make it in a way that all of a sudden, I got to make money at this thing. I got to be able to monopolize it this way.
I think it's also a place for safety for people. Like
Honey,
people feel safe. They have people just like them.
But if we go back to Wicca, and it's called witches, so somewhere along the line,
it's not called witches.
Wicca, the W
we
stands,
labeled them.
but Wicca, W starts for the witches, witchcraft.
It was labeled as a negative. There is no such thing as a good witch until now.
Until Linda sat here with her magic wand.
Well, the bottom line here is that they wanted to get rid of that whole stigma because they had it right. And I'm not a Wicca. I wish I was. But I look at what it is. No, I wish I was. You know, I would be proud to be one.
What is a warlock?
Is there a warlock?
We don't really use that.
What do you call the male
they're
witches?
They're male witches. Yeah.
Can I get into the witches club? Is there a
you want to be a warlock?
Do you have group
I
rituals?
love learning.
But they're only private. It's only private.
Yes.
Okay.
It's private.
Locations, yeah.
So you have to invite me. Oh, Nancy, how you
look
do?
what happened
Hey,
last
Nancy,
year
how you do?
at Meisner Park. Right at Meisner Park, there was a whole big to-do last winter season when the Covenant had put up their symbol. And
was it the Covenant or was it somebody else?
No, it was somebody from
it was
a
somebody
teacher.
else. Yes, it was a professor or a teacher. It wasn't the Covenant.
No, they didn't, but it was the symbol of.
Yeah, but they had satanic verses.
Yes,
they wanted you to pray to Satan.
Yeah, that's not the same thing.
That's not what you do.
And it's not the same thing at all.
I think that's good to make that clear.
Yeah.
Oh, you
that's the stigma because a lot of people think that they associate witchcraft with worshiping the devil, and there's no devil in the craft.
There's no devil.
So Nancy, you're gonna invite me, Nancy? You know, you have to be invited.
The devil is a Christian.
That's right. That's a Christian made up. That's a Christian belief.
We did not even get into the oils. Nancy, where can people
Nancy,
find
let's talk about the oils. Wait a minute. Come on, we got 5 minutes.
Now, not really.
No, Nancy, talk about the oils real fast.
Okay, I sell plant medicine, a form of plant medicine, which is essential oils, and you can give me a call if you wanna try some oils. I'll be more than happy to send you a sample of them. But I also do wellness consults. Probably not so much in depth like you do, because you're probably, you have a degree in that. But I do know how the oils can work on a cellular level, how they can assist your body, and they're gentler. They're a gentler way of healing you. Like, we do need synthetic medicines, but I think that...
Does it work?
Like you were saying earlier, like we go towards like just treating the problem that it's being caused, but we don't look at what the root cause of it is. Like, let's say we have acid reflux. Like, that's how I got into plant medicine, because my son suffered acid reflux like 20 years ago.
How can people find you?
Yeah, they kept on giving him medication, and he dropped
phone number, because we got to go.
Phone number. 561-430-8612.
Say it again.
561-430-8612. And my name is Nancy.
Okay. And if you need a health coach, phone number?
561-289-2967, or just go to my website, byfelicewellness.com.
Byfelicewellness.com. Wow. How was that for a bewitching Thursday?
I think we should need another hour. You know, Nancy, I could talk to Nancy about all
and
this
I haven't
for
told
an
when you
hour.
guys stay
And
talk
you
to
two
Nancy
have
all
a lot
day.
in common. You don't even know it.
Yeah, I think
They kind of do. It kind of just happens right here.
Kinda happens.
Actually.
Kinda
Don't
happens.
forget tonight, come join us, Elevate, from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Heart of Delray Gallery, 1440 North Federal Highway. Sunny Arthur will be here with Feel Great Meditate. It is her big launch party, meditation vendors, food and wine always for us.
There's a lot of vendors here. You got to come check this out.
Come by and say hi. We will be live streaming and doing some interviews with AMP2 TV and New Dawn Media. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Be kind to each other.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Want to make your smartphone brilliant? One tap creates a virtual wine fine tuner. Another, a coffee refiner. A beauty cream and makeup enhancer.
Look at your eye. What a difference.
Want to make your
And
smartphone
still
brilliant?
just a tap. One tap creates a virtual wine fine tuner. Another, a coffee refiner. A beauty cream and makeup enhancer.
Wow.
Look at your eye.
What a difference.
And with still just a tap, a strength and flexibility harmonizer.
Yeah, I definitely felt something different.
This is the Vitalizer.
In the App Store on any smartphone, a simple download that will embed specific frequencies and vibrations into your phone's light photons and sound waves. Calibrations designed to affect taste,
The Vitalizer one is better than the other one, for sure.
hydration, absorption,
Feel silkier.
and perhaps most
With over 25 years of personal training experience and workout techniques, Deb Varsalone invites you to Debersize. Debersize comes to you from the privacy of your own home or group training facility. Debersize can meet your individual fitness needs, offering one-on-one, non-impact resistance training, post-surgical strengthening to higher-level boot camp and weight training. Debersize will meet your personal fitness goals at any age. Contact Deb at 561-307-9283. Schedule an initial consultation and get ready for a stronger, healthier you. 561-307-9283. Sit back, relax, and breathe while breathing in the benefits of salt in our invigorating Salt Oasis. The Salt Suite of Boca Raton provides 100% natural treatment for sinus, respiratory, and skin conditions. From the adult relaxation lounge to a children's playroom, Salt Therapy opens up sinuses, lungs, and flushes out allergens and pollutants for all ages. Give us a call at 561-288-0481. Mention the Brooklyn Cafe and receive 2 visits for the price of 1. Call now to book your appointment. 561-288-0481. TheSaltSuite.com. Well, that's about it for today, and even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 1 p.m. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddy S. will bring you more goodwill next time. Although today's show was live, you can follow the cafe on Facebook at Brooklyn Cafe. To rewatch every minute of the show, call 866-224-5422 to talk with Dawn and Freddy S. after the closing, or to leave an order for fun for the next show. Have a meaningful day. The opinions expressed on the